right? That by studying this lesson, right, you will be able to identify the condition that need to be satisfied for a quadratical to be a parallelogram, right? And the theorem, if the opposite side of a quadratical are equal, and then it's a one parallelogram, right? We'll see the theorems one by one, right? How we can complete it. The first theorem is, if the side opposite side opposite angles for quadratic are equal, then it's a one parallelogram. We can take that one as a one parallelogram. Then one example, see here, in this quadratical A B C D, right, these two angles are equal. Which one? Angle A and angle C, right? At that same time, right, other two angles in that yellow color, two angles are equal. So these two are, we are calling opposite angles, right? These two angles and these two angles are equal in any other quadratical, right? Then that one we are calling as a parallelogram. And so here angle ABC equal to ADC and BAD equal to DCB. That's the first one, right? Then the second one, right? If there's a diagonal for one quadratical bisect each other, that one, is there any diagonal bisect the each other, bisected by the each other in a any other one quadratical, that one we are calling as a parallelogram, right? We'll see how that one. Here is a ABCD is a one quadratical. In that quadratical, DB is a one diagonal, right? And next one is AC, right? That one bisect each other by the intersecting point in O, right? Then DO equal to OB and AO equal to OC. Therefore, right, then according to that theorem, right, that quadratical has a one parallelogram, right? Next one, in a one quadratical, pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel. Pair of opposite side is equal and parallel, right? That quadratical we are calling as a parallelogram, right? We'll see how it will be. And see this 7 quadratical PQRS here, then PQ and SR are the two opposite sides. These two sides are they given that parallel and equal, right? Therefore, we can take that one, PQ equal to SR and PQ parallel to SR, right? Therefore, it's a one parallelogram. So next one, right? Here that 17.1 exercise, right? Here you want to choose which one are that parallelogram, right? Then here I gave some stars in that one, right? I'll mark some stars in this some quadratical. That quadraticals are parallelogram, right? That next one have another 4 or 5 sums, right? If you all can do that one by using that theorem, right? Then see here, right? This is one example I will do it and show you, right? You want to prove that this one midpoint, the data is given here, right? You want to prove in these two triangles are be congruent, right? Then see these two triangles, in which one BCP and DP. These are two triangles. In these two triangles, the one data given DP equal to PC. The data is given, right? Then, right, at that same time, DP equal to PC, right, and angle DPC equal to angle PPC. Right, that two other two vertically opposite angles. Which one? These two angles are two vertically opposite angles, right, and other two angles are alternate angles. Which one? These two angles are the vertically opposite angles, right? Therefore, that two triangles are congruent. Which one? Triangle right, this one, triangle BCP congruent triangle DPE. Reason is angle side. At the same time, we are going to apply the other theorem, right? DC equal to D. In this quadratical, you want to prove that one BCED is a one parallelogram. How we can prove that? Right? Here, one thing we know, DC and DEB are the diagonal. These two sides are equal and these two sides are equal. Therefore, that two diagonals are bisect each other. No? Therefore, that's a one parallelogram. Right? We'll see how to prove that. Maybe as one method to write that one. No? Right? Here, this is the method to write. First, we want to write in the quadratical BCED. D, C and B are the diagonals. You want to name that diagonal to first. After that, DP equal to BC, the data given. EP equal to PB, right? Corresponding elements of the congruent triangles. Corresponding elements in congruent triangles. Therefore, that two are the equal, right? Therefore, that two diagonals are bisect each other. Then BCD is a one parallelogram, right? Okay, like that, have another 4 or 5 sums in your exercise, right? Use this method and use that before we are learning something else, right? And do the exercise, right? And other things, right? Just given that one, there is some parallelogram with special properties, right? That one is one rectangle, one rhombus and square, right? Already today morning we are discussed about that rhombus, right? Now we will see that rectangle. Rectangle also has a one parallelogram, right? We will see how it is, right? You can see here that opposite sides are equal, right, and opposite sides are parallel, right? At that same time, that we are draw two diagonals, each diagonals bisect each other, right? Therefore, right, this kind of all vertex angles are right angles, so these two are the, therefore the two are the parallel, right? Right, all diagonals are equal in length, therefore it will bisect each other, right? That's the reason it is a one parallelogram, right? Next one, square. Square also same thing, right? But a square in the, there's a one special properties in the square, right? That here this one is bisected by the each angles are 45 degrees. Every angles are 45 degrees, and the same time that this one is right angle, bisected in the right angle.